Deciding whether to sell a cherished family heirloom is a very difficult moment. If that decision ever needs to be made, it's usually because times are tough, and the money from the sale could go a long way. When one struggling Texas woman finally felt compelled to sell her mother's gold necklace, she hoped the money she would receive would be enough to pay her bills, buy groceries, and get her family through the next couple of weeks. However, she was confronted with a jewelry store employee who had completely different plans for the transaction. Having to sell a family heirloom is never an easy decision, but sometimes unfortunate life events make it necessary. In these situations, many people head to their local pawn shop or jewelry store with the hopes of leaving with some much-needed cash in their pockets. One morning, a Dallas, Texas, jewelry store employee named Noah was busy straightening out his display cases and preparing for the day's business. There was a solid customer base in the area, and he was ready to help people create memories with brand new pieces of jewelry. What Noah didn't realize was that it would be an old piece of jewelry that would provide a memorable moment. Shortly after he began setting up, a mother and her 2 children entered the shop. Noah greeted them with a smile and asked how he could help. The mother held out her hand and presented him with a gold necklace. Noah could tell right away that it was not only valuable in that it was a precious metal, but there was a lot of sentimental value attached to it as well. He happily examined the jewelry for her. The woman and her children patiently waited as he inspected the item at every angle. In order to assess its value, he needed to check for damaging, like scratches. Then, he walked to the back of the store to retrieve his tools. The family waited while Noah collected the supplies he would need to closely examine the necklace and give an accurate appraisal. After a few minutes, he returned wearing a loupe, which was a small magnifying glass meant to see minuscule details. The woman and her children nervously awaited Noah's appraisal. Using the loupe, he checked each millimeter of the necklace, determining its value. While he did so, he started to chat casually with the mother. During the conversation, he learned some heartbreaking news. Apparently, the woman was completely broke, and she was selling the necklace, which was an heirloom from her mother, for money so she could pay the bills and put food on the table until her next paycheck arrived. Noah listened intently. He asked the mother how much she wanted for the necklace. He knew the money would have been enough to get the family through until the next paycheck, but Noah didn't want the jewelry, and his reason why startled the mother. It already was a difficult decision to sell her mother's gold necklace, but to have the jeweler reject her was almost too much for the struggling mother. Then Noah did something that stunned her beyond words. Noah stood to gain nothing from his gesture except the knowledge that he had helped this woman and her family. This kind of selflessness is rare, but it's exactly what humanity needs more of.